overwhelming Hindu majority in the capital was out for revenge. They burned stores, taxis, and buses, anything that could be identified as owned by Sikhs. Many in the crowd tried to keep television cameras away from the violence, but one cameraman caught this horrifying sight on tape.
We were not getting any safety or any protection from the police. This I want to stress. What can we do?
Our shop is burnt, our house is burnt. Only we have saved ourselves. Nothing is there.
Where others are being treated for their wounds. This old man was beaten and burned. Another had one ear sliced off. Johan Singh was defiled in the worst possible way for a Sikh, as his sacred beard and hair were shorn off. His wife showed us a picture of how he used to look. They don't blame their neighbors. They say it was Hindus from outside who attacked their town, but they are now forced to live with a fear and suspicion they've never known. In
our own country. We don't want to leave our country.
The question haunting this town now is whether the next generation will feel the same way.
Her husband, her father, her brother burnt alive in front of their houses.
It is all on stars. Bitter feelings between Hindus and Sikhs, anger fueled at least in part by pictures like this. Whomever the Hindu mob did not burn, it drowned. Police officials have been removed from office, and the charge is that in the early days, police did nothing.
They are the sobs of a nation that has suddenly turned on itself. A white-hot rage that began when Hindus started taking revenge on all Sikhs because 2 Sikhs shot Indira Gandhi.
They have mercilessly killed everybody.
Every town, every city, every village, they are hunting for Sikhs.
This woman's husband was pulled from their home and burned alive while she and her 5 children watched. Sikhs have been pulled from their taxis, beaten on trains. A mob pinned down this 7-year-old child and cut his shoulder-length hair, a crime akin to rape for Sikhs who don't cut their hair. The 4-day spree of violence has turned the Sikhs into refugees in their own city. The Sikhs are virtual prisoners in the schools and temples where they have isolated themselves for safety. In Delhi, the harassment and murder of Sikhs often happened in front of the police. The Sikhs looked for protection. The cops looked away.
Missing part of it, that when the police themselves cannot protect the citizens, then there's very little a man can do to protect himself.
Newsmen trying to tell the story of the Sikhs are kept away by police. CBS News crews that slip past security were often chased away by scores of angry Hindus who don't want the story told. For the Sikhs, it's as if they've instantly dropped to the bottom of India's caste system. Prosperous and wealthy one week, they're camping in temples the next. Some Sikh government officials are too scared to work, teachers afraid to go to school.
This is inexplicable. I just can't explain.
The damage done to the Sikhs, while brutal and physical, is also social. After decades of living in what they thought was a tolerant city, 4 days of madness exposed the lie.